All right, ready to go here. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway here in the home opener. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Struck him out without a swing. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. Anthony Santander at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside low, and that's ball 2. That one missed. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He'll touch them all. It's 1-0. 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Outside with a breaking ball. Outman makes his way towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. And there's a ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Freeman. He'll do it himself. They limit the damage here. Leading off, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through that one.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Got him. And now 1 away. Here's Mookie to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. Just off the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Here is Freddie Freeman. First pitch misses. That clips a corner.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Misses off the plate, and the count's even at 2.
2-2.
Hit in the air, center field. And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of the second, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
No.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
One ball,
Barger,
no strike.
25 years old, usually a third baseman, today starting in left.
Right.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And
2-2.
misses inside. Got him swinging. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Hit on the ground to short. Betts. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. So 2 down now, and here is Ernie Clement. First offering, and it just misses.
Hike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, Singy. L.A. winning their 2nd title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. Max Muncy in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Tommy Edman at the plate. First pitch just misses. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back. And now it's 3-2.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
1-2.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And that is that. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Dalton Varsho. There's the strike.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
No ball, 1 strike.
Betts sends it across to first and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is outside. Outside low. Ball 2. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Bringing the cheese on
2
that one.
balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice.
There's a swing and a drive. And off the base of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And it stays fair. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 3. A 2-run double.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the batter is George Springer. Grounded out his first time up. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Bichette at second with 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Oh, he hit him.
Dead ball.
And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. Back here in L.A., the batter now will be Will Smith. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up and in, ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
James Outman now in the box.
No ball.
Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's a little high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. Betts at it for the second time. And that's strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Fly ball down the line. 2 away now.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Ready. Freeman.
Liner, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Tying run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Oh, and that liner got him. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Freeman steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in the dirt. Up the middle. What a stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. 0 for 2 in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That misses, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
And that is out of play. That misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 4-2. So 2 away with nobody on. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. 2 outs. That's a hit.
Everything came together for him. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Guerrero stands in here, takes ball 1 low. They get the force, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. And
Ball
that misses.
inside.
And it's 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Muncy hits one in the air. Barker going back on this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. One away.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Kim stands in now and watches strike one. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Boots it to second, and he's safe. 2 on, 1 out. Smith now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Outman swings through it for strike one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Barker settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double. We go to the top of the 5th. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jimenez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Trying to move him over here. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Here's George Springer.
Hook one. No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. And here is Addison Barger. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
To second for 1. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani, 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Didn't go. And that one hammered. That's back there. It's a bomb. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-3. Betts can't hold up, and that's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That's a little bit low.
1-0.
Lifted in the air out to left. Barker makes the grab for the second out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
The third baseman, number 13.
And now it's Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. This one in the air center field. And that is that. All set for the top of the sixth. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Garcia back to work. Outman on the move. Reaching down, makes the catch. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. That's in there. 0-1. Inside, just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Outman on the move towards foul ground. Nabs it, and there are two down. So the lineup flips over. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double. So runner at second. Two down. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with two gone. First and second, two outs. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball one, no strikes. And another ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And fouled off. Varsho at second. Santander on at first with 2 down. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Picks himself up an RBI. Take notes on that swing. Kids, that was a really nice breaking ball on the low outside corner, and he did all you can do with that hit. He dropped the barrel down to it, stayed inside it with his hands, and just slapped it hard the opposite way.
Bichette swings through it for strike one. Throw on to Freeman, and Bichette is retired. That ends the back here at Dodger Stadium. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the center fielder, Tommy Edman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. Sends it to first.
He's out.
And they get Edman for the out. And next for L.A., Ha-Seong Kim. Brendan
Now
Little
pitching for
on a
the
pitch
Blue
out of the
Jays.
pen here.
And this is an
Number
important
54.
part of this game. Tight score
Brendan
and still a lot of outs
Little.
to get. So they're looking for a
Drive.
big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
The next
Ball.
offering misses. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. Will Smith to the plate, 1 for 2. That one ripped. That's going back. Back some more. And it's gone. He circles the bases. It's 5-4. 2 outs, nobody on. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
0-1. Ball. 1-1.
That's in for a strike at 95. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in L.A. Now it's the second baseman. Andres Jimenez. And that's down, a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base. But this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His
No.
quick release is unreal.
That one fouled off. Freeman makes the grab, one away. And now for the Jays,
batting,
Addison
left
Barker.
fielder. Addison Barger. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 66, Tanner Scott.
Runner on the go.
No ball.
High
1
leg
strike.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. Pinch hitter coming on. Taylor
Number 3,
Ward. He gets a
Taylor
chance with a runner in scoring
Ward.
position and 1 gone. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. And there's 2 down. So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Line drive, brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one's
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Not even close there. And now 2-0. That's through there for a strike.
Has been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Mookie now. The entire defense, infield and outfield, shifted to the left.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Eric Swanson.
number 50.
Well, the best relievers
Eric.
love the opportunity to come in and protect a
No,
tight
that's the
lead
ball.
late in the ball game. Some of them are
One
just
ball,
wired
no strike.
different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
One ball,
time.
1 strike.
Just
Ball 2.
missed.
2-1.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in. 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 3. Just
no.
missed.
1-0.
Just
Ball.
off the inside edge.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitch.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. Ready to begin the 8th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Scott, in his 7th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And he deals. Missed
That's
with
the
a
ball.
changeup. Now 1-2. That
No.
one just misses.
He was looking for
2-2.
some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Bats up with it. Tosses to first.
Got him. That's
and
out.
that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Puts it away for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Anthony Santander. That one's in there. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And a swing and a miss. Down on. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he takes a strike. Good eye right there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. Max Muncy at the dish. Inside, just missed. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Just missed. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye of the strike zone. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something. It's been part of his career since day one.
Number 50, Willie
Edman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Strike 1. Castro
1-1.
stands at first with 1 out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Look out.
That got it. Take
That
first.
fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the second
Now
baseman,
batting,
Ha-Seong
number
Kim.
6.
0 for 3 in this one.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Toronto,
bullpen for the Jays, Nick
number
Sandlin.
52, Nick Sandlin.
Ouch.
Dead ball. Take first.
So bases
Now
all
batting,
loaded up.
catcher,
And up next for
Will
Los Angeles, Will Smith. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Now batting.
And at the
the
plate
right
for the
fielder,
Dodgers, James Outman.
Outman.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
1-1.
And now it's even up. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this
1-2.
without allowing a run. In the air, right field. And that is Springer. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Scott back to work. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball. Way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And they add to their lead. It's 6-4. Bo
Now pitching
Bichette
for
next
the
up for the
Dodgers.
Blue Jays.
Number 38, Kirby. Yay.
There's a swing and a miss.
Always exciting to see a
No
leadoff
ball.
home run
One
in an
strike.
inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late with the swing
No
there.
ball. 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. That's out number 2. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Taylor
Number
Ward
37.
next up for the Blue Jays.
Stewart.
And that's
Ball 1.
off the
Baroa.
inside edge. 1-0. Baroa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner takes off. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And that's the 3rd. Bottom 9. And now here is Shohei Ohtani. That clips the corner.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Out.
And they get Ohtani for the out.
Now batting.
He's 2 outs
Shortstop,
away.
Mookie
Now it's Mookie Betts.
Betts.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman.
Number 23.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
The Dodgers trailing by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the outside corner, got him looking. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. That one missing inside. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And that one is inside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Swung on, belted. Varsho going back, hauls it in, and that's the ball game. Scherzer with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case.